back with a new video. I wasn't going to do this because I was trying to take a mental break from social media. So I disabled my Instagram and I just needed, like, a mental and emotional cleanse from social media. But I had to come on here and make another video for you guys on why you should not date online. Now, I literally just watched the Tinder Swindler on Netflix, and I realized that it's like a big thing. Meanwhile, the Lauren Smith Fields case is ongoing. Now, if you don't know what the Lauren Smith Field case is, it's this 23-year-old girl that was found like dead in her apartment in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Now, she met a guy on Bumble, and he's like much older than her. Like, he's 37. His name is, I think, Matthew LaFontaine. I don't know how to pronounce that. And he was also the last person to see her alive. Mind you, the case is still ongoing. Like, they did not consider him as a suspect. But anyways, moving on to the I can't say that shit. The Tinder Swindler. That's really like a mouthful of words. But anyways, it's about and I don't like to make it about race at all, but it's about some non-colored women that were victimized by a narcissistic, fraudulent dickhead. Yes, that's exactly what he is. And I really don't like to make things about like race and stuff like that, but the way it blew up for these girls and how like the family for Lauren still can't get answers as to why her daughter is dead. Mind you, these three women that were victimized like financially, they could have ended up dead as well. Because how do you say his name? I think it's Simone, I don't know, was crazy enough, he could have killed those girls whenever he had the chance to, because they was around him like freely. Yes, they was on jets with him, going out to eat, hotels, all that. Like, had him at their house. Didn't even know him like that. That's just, anyways. To me, everything on social media can be considered a dating app, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. It doesn't literally have to be a dating app for me to consider a dating app. As long as you can directly and privately message somebody, it can lead to other things. So you got to be careful on any type of internet messaging that you're on, because you don't know who you're talking to. I personally do not like meeting anybody online, because people can really, really fake who they are through a phone screen so much easier than if you met them in person. 90% of the guys that I've ever dated, I've met them in person or through a friend of a friend. So I never, probably only like a guy or two I've met on social media, and then I connected with them and then met up with them in real life. The reason why I feel like it's better for you to meet people in person instead of just online and build a connection with them, when you first meet them in person, is because it just gives you more leverage. You can find out their real name. Also, yes, if you meet someone in real life, they can still rob you and kill you and stuff like that, like just by meeting someone in person instead of meeting them online. Yes, that is true. But for me, like I said, I feel like it's a little bit more leverage when you meet someone in real life, because you get to know their real name. You could like read their body language to like see if they're lying about certain things. You get to like know where their parents live, or where they live, or where their best friend lives, or even you could find out what vet they take their dog to when you like met someone in person. Because it's, how can I explain it? When people meet each other in real life, real time at the moment, it's like, I'm not saying you have like your guard down, but it's just a little different from being online. Online, it's like you script it. Like if someone messages you, you don't have to answer them back that moment. Like you could wait, think about something, Google something real quick, and then come back with an answer. When you're in front of me in real life, if I ask you what's your favorite color and you sitting here like, I'm gonna be like, you don't know what your favorite color is? Like, you're being weird. Like, no, if they answer you like spot on without like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you could read body language. If you're like, oh, like what school you go to, and they're like, you know, trying to like pull something from out the air. Oh, what year was you there? Because I was there at this year. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's much more smoother when you meet someone in person for the first time versus you meeting them online. People could just lie about everything. I could be Beyonce, okay, online, but in real life, you know who I am. Now, if you seriously have to meet people online, one good piece of advice I could give y'all is never meet someone for the first 3 times alone. Meaning, always meet them for the first 3 times you're meeting this person. Meet them at a bar, a restaurant, the library. Like, you know, like if you want it to be a little bit more quiet, a little bit more intimate, go to a cafe where, like, you know, it's a little bit more quiet. Go-kart racing, go indoor rock climbing. Like, there's so many activities that you could link up with someone where there's cameras around. Like, make sure it's a place where there's cameras around. Don't meet somebody at your house, his friend's house. No house parties. Do not meet someone online for the first time at a house party. That's bad. Like, do y'all not watch movies? Don't do that. Definitely no parks, especially if it's a park that is like very, very like secluded and it's not a lot of people there. Do not meet nobody at the park. If it's a park where it's always busy and you know that there's street cameras and stuff like that, then y'all can link up at the park. Definitely no time after 10 o'clock. If they want to link you, make sure they link you before 10 o'clock. If y'all still outside after 10 o'clock, that's all right. But do not link them after 10 o'clock. You want me to come to the restaurant? The reservation needs to be before 10 o'clock. You want to link me at the park? We need to be at the park before 10 o'clock. Another piece of advice I can give you is to always have your shared location on. Pick like 3 of your favorite people and always have your location shared with them 24/7. Like for me, it's my dad, my little brother, and my cousin. They know where I'm at 24/7, point blank period. It doesn't matter. They know where I'm at. Also, what you can do is your favorite, like one of your favorite person, like even if it's your best friend or somebody you know you could tell everything to, always let them know when you're linking with somebody who you've never, you know, met before or hung out with before. Send them their name. If you don't want to send them their phone number because, you know, some of your friends might not be your friend and they be trying to take your man. But anyways, if you don't want to send them the number of the person that you're linking with, send them their Instagram or what their social media handle is. Like, just always let somebody know who you're with if you've never been with that person before. Another piece of advice that I can give you is if you are going out with somebody and you did drive and you're having like a weird moment with them, do not go back to your car. Don't go back to your car alone. If you can get, like, if you're around someone where it's like security's there, if you ask security to walk you to your car, but do not walk back to your car if you're on a date with somebody and you're starting to get weird vibes and you feel like you want to leave. Don't go back to your car by yourself. Get the Uber. Get a Uber. Always have Uber ready, okay? Always. So all you guys do is just swipe up, you know, hit that okay, and the Uber's on its way. Point blank period. Another advice I could give you, say you're on a date with somebody, right, and they're acting like really weird, you're not feeling the vibe no more at all, or you're just nervous or whatever, just excuse yourself to go to the bathroom. This is probably the oldest trick in the book, and just come back to the table and let them know, like, yo, I'm not feeling good, I just got my monthly. If you want to be bold like me, I tell them straight up, I just got my period, I'm bleeding while heavy, I do not feel good, I have to go. But if you want to be a little bit more discreet, be like, hey, I just got my period, I'm not feeling feeling okay right now, I have to go. Or they have like those apps where it can seem like someone's calling you, so you could just have the app go off and then you pick up the phone, make it seem like something crazy that happened, like, yo, I gotta go, my mother just got hit by a bird, like, you know what, anything, like, just always have a way to get out of a situation just in case it doesn't go well. You have to always have a backup plan, even if it's the simplest little thing. Always have a backup plan, because you generally do not know what people's intentions are if it's your first time being around them. Also, I feel like I said this before, never let anybody know where you live. Don't let them know where you work, and definitely don't let them know how much money you have. Like, unless you are 100% sure that person is genuinely a good person for you, you do not let information like that out on the first couple of dates that you're with somebody. That should be very private and very secret. Now, I don't want to spoil this for anybody who didn't watch the Tinder Swindler or really know about it, but one of the girls on there kept saying boyfriend. Maybe all of them kept saying, all three of those girls were saying boyfriend, boyfriend. I'm sitting here not understanding what they're talking about. Like, how do you meet somebody, he's only a boyfriend, and then when times get hard, he gonna ask you for money? If y'all know me, y'all know me. He's not your fiance. He's not your husband. Why is girl giving boy money? Girl do not give boy money. Boy gives girl money. What did God say? He who finds himself a wife finds himself a great thing. He who finds himself a wife. I'm so confused as to why any of these girls felt like it was a little bit okay to even give him $5, $25K, $50K. Like, y'all in millions and millions and millions of debt because you're taking out loans for a man? Child. Listen. I am not the hunter, okay? I am the gatherer, because men are the hunter, women are the gatherer, okay? So you hunt while I gather all the things that you brought to me and see if any of those things are of value. We do not go out, work, and then come to give money to men. That does not make sense to me, and I will never understand how they, like, what was the vibe? Why would any woman at all feel comfortable giving a grown man money? He's not your father, he's not your husband, he's not your brother. I'm so confused. What's the reason? Like, and I'm not making fun of these girls. It's just, I don't understand. I will never understand it. He's your boyfriend, not your fiance, not your husband. Why do you feel like it was? How much? I'm just so like, as a woman, I don't really care about the whole gender thing. If you're a feminine energy, as a feminine energy, you do not, you sit down on your throne and they bring you, offerings, and you choose which offering is the best offering. Like, you can't just because any man run down on you, you just okay with it. No, you got to make sure you making the right choice for yourself, for your future and your family's future. Like, you don't just be out here just, he's my boyfriend, so I'm going to jeopardize my financial stability, jeopardize my safety, because he was making them feel like they had to look over their shoulder because the Israel, you feel me, mob was gonna come down on them. Like, why? Because I'm not even trying to hold nobody. He definitely don't got no long. It wasn't, I know it can't be long. It wasn't the D. Period. It just wasn't the D. You could look at him and tell it wasn't the D. So what was it? What was the reason? Like, the minute I seen the pictures of him on the Tinder app that they were showing, I was like, ew, he looked like a sleazeball. He looks like a dickhead. He looks like one of those, like, I'm not gonna hold you, he looks like one of those boys I would have bullied back in high school. Like, he just looked like one of those, like snot nose, like wasn't lit at all. Like, he just looks like he just wasn't lit. Because people who have real money don't act like that. They do not go outside balling, buying mad bottles every day, on jets, doing the most. They don't. Rich people, real people, people that have real money do not act like that. They don't wear their money. They don't go out every day and spend their money. They just don't. So the way he was flaunting all his money, like nice outfits and all of that, going out to crazy dinners, I'm saying here, like, he broke. You know how we are. We already know. Like, that watch look a little off. Like, that's not his Bentley. He rented it. Like, like, we could tell, like, oh, he's just doing too much. Like, no. I don't know. But I feel bad for those girls, because at the end of the day, it could have been anybody. And like I said, just like Lauren, those girls could have ended up, not here anymore as well. So girls, just be careful when you're on these dating apps or just social media in general. Be careful, because you never know who you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? But even if you met them in person, you could be married to them for years and then they end up killing you randomly out of nowhere. You just want to be careful with everybody that comes into your life. You know what I'm trying to say? And it goes for men too. Like, you want to be careful with a lot of the women that you entertain, because you don't know what their true motives are. You don't know what they could do to you or what they can get other people to do to you. So in this day and age, everybody should be very, very careful. And always have like a doubt in your mind, or like a second guess. Like, I'm not saying be fearful, you want to go out and you want to have fun, you want to meet new people, but always have like that thought in the back of your mind, of discernment of, let me see what's really good with this person before I go another step further with them. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's all I got for you guys for now. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you can get updates when I drop another video. And I will be back on Instagram soon, and I still have a freestyle that I'm going to be dropping soon. And my birthday is on Friday. Yes. So love you guys. Bye.